To team or not to team? That is the question many people are asking themselves as they get licensed in real estate. Hi, I'm Jamie Flanagan, the team lead of Big Picture Real Estate Group at eXp Realty. And I want to go over all of the different benefits, pros and cons of joining a team versus being an independent agent. I do have some handy notes here. So if you see me looking down, I am just checking my notes to make sure I stay on track and cover all the topics I think are important. So when you start out in real estate, you really need to look at this as a business. So from day one, treat your real estate career as an independent business. Are you a self-starter? Are you motivated? And will you hold yourself accountable? These are all questions to ask before deciding if you need to be on a team or not. So if you're thinking, or if you said no to any of those, well, first of all, real estate might not be the right fit for you because you need all of those qualities, whether you're on a team or not. If you answered yes to them, but you weren't 100% confident that you can hold yourself accountable, a team might be for you. So if you're thinking a team might be a good option, let's talk about how to choose the right team. Write down what your strengths are, as well as what your weaknesses are. Here are a few topics that are essential in your real estate business. Time management, that is super, super important. Discipline, marketing, accountability, follow-up, and solid systems. Most people that I know join a team for their systems because when you first get licensed in real estate, you don't even know what systems you need. And it's really good to get on a team and understand what works for you and what doesn't work for you. So that as you grow in your career, you can implement those items. So should you decide to join a team, find one that excels in your weaknesses. This only makes sense to pay somebody else to help you with your weaknesses. And so again, looking at this as a business, if you are terrible at lead gen, but you are a phenomenal closer, it might make sense to find a team that hands you well-qualified leads that have been pre-qualified. So they're ready to go out and shop for homes, and you can just close them and then work with them throughout the transaction and generate a relationship with these people. If you have a huge database and you just don't know how to get in front of them, you actually might consider hiring a real estate coach instead. Because a real estate coach can teach you how to take your database and generate a really solid business out of it. So when you have a large database, your team lead, if you join a team, your team lead could force you into uploading that into their CRM. And then if you were to leave the team for any reason, they would be able to market to your sphere and your hard-earned database. I personally preferred hiring coaches that I resonated with versus joining a team. However, I was on a team for about 3 years and I was super, super happy on that team, but I wouldn't say I was thriving. When I was on a team, what I struggled with was I was a top producer. However, I was held to someone else's, someone else's goal of what I should be doing from day to day to accomplish what they wanted in their business. So it resulted in me feeling less motivated. And so I wasn't gaining the traction that I wanted to. So I started hiring coaches. A real estate coach can be anywhere from about $500 a month to $2,000 or more. And when you actually compare the two, it might make sense to hire a coach even as a brand new agent. Because giving your team lead a percentage of your commissions or having someone cater to your specific needs and grow your business your way is actually going to make you a lot more money. So let's quickly compare the two scenarios. We are going to use 24 transactions. So we are looking at $200,000 average sale price or $4.8 million of volume. I'm using a commission of 2.4% payout, which generates $115,000 in gross commission income. So that's the total commission on all of that volume. Most team models will take about 50% off of a brand new agent's commission, leaving you with $57,500. However, most of the time they cover most of your expenses. So your marketing, your flyers, the systems, the CRM, all of those things are included as part of your team split. Now, let's compare that same amount of volume with hiring a coach. So we've still got that $115,000. And instead of paying your team lead, you're still going to pay your broker. I'm going to use eXp's commission split, which is 20% to the broker, but it caps out at $16,000. So, and then after you've paid in $16,000, so $115,000, you would cap at $80,000 because $80,000 times 20% is $16,000. you then just pay a $250 per transaction fee. So let's say you paid in that $16,000 and then your remaining amounts you just paid a $250 fee on, and that caps out at $5,000. So now all in to your broker, you're at $21,000. Our CRM has tons of built-in marketing, and we pay $85 a month for that. So that's $1,020 a year. Then let's say you hire a coach that's specific to you. You interview coaches, you find the right one, and you pay them $12,000 a year. This is a very neutral amount, which leaves you with $80,980. So if you implement what the coach teaches you, you're going to net quite a bit more. The key here is, are you able to implement and hold yourself accountable to do the things that your coach tells you to do in order to grow that income? So with EXP, we do have a ton of free coaching, and I've always hired high-level business coaches as well as real estate coaches. The reason that I hire business coaches is because I treat my business or my real estate as a business. So I've always hired high-level coaches, including in my first year of business as a real estate agent. My very first coach was $500 a month. That got me to the point of needing a higher level coach. So then I increased and got a different coach. I went straight marketing at that point. I then paid $15,000 for the year, which hurt, but then my income went way up. And so I have always treated coaching as an investment. There's a phenomenal ROI if you find the right coach and you implement what they're teaching you. And that's why whether you're going with a team or you're hiring a coach, interviewing and finding the team or the coach that's right for you is going to be imperative. So I do have a team, and my goal daily with my team is to make sure that they have so much value that it doesn't make sense for them to leave. And that's in anything. So when I coach my students, I want to give them so much value that they never want to hire a different coach. I want to always be leveling up, which is why my coaches get more and more expensive every year, because I'm hiring higher and higher level coaches. So it did take me a while to figure out the formula of how to run my team and manage my team effectively to give them enough value that it made sense for them to stay with me versus wanting to join the team and then they get so busy and then they go out on their own, which I encourage. I mean, even my team, I'm like, I encourage everyone to outgrow me. I want that to happen. But I wanted to make sure that I was providing so much value that it was really, really hard to leave. So the magic in this is, if you are on my team and you want coaching, you get it. My team members get 100% of my coaching platform and my program that I offer. And it doesn't just entail like real estate sales. It entails investing, how to grow your income so you have money to invest, how to buy rental properties, how to pick what market to invest in, lots of different things. So that's another topic for another day. And if you are interested in scheduling a business evaluation call, I have left my Calendly link below, so you can just click on that, schedule a 30-minute call. They are completely free, they're confidential, and we'll just go over a few key questions for you and your business, and I'll help you determine which route to go. So some teams are thrown together. I had one like that at one point in time. I threw my team together with little to no planning, and what happens is a team, a leader, shouldn't say a team leader, somebody who does a lot of real estate business, but they have overflow. Then they end up hiring somebody reactively or bringing on team members reactively instead of proactively because they just need help right now. So then the team is kind of thrown together. There's no organization, and the team doesn't really feel like there's any culture. And this is where I see most teams fail. My own team in the past was like that. And now we are very specific on who we bring onto the team. And then we have a second option where you just become a real estate partner. You can still get coaching from us. You can still come to our team meetings, but you're not actually on our team. So do you want to be on a team that hands you the fish, or do you want to be on the team that teaches you to fish? Hopefully you're the one that teaches you how to fish. When people get into real estate, they're often coming from a 40-hour work week. And don't treat real estate any differently. Work harder for yourself than you did when you worked for somebody else. You need to schedule time for your lead gen, your follow-up, your current client communication, personal development, and continuing education. And you don't have to be an expert. You have to work toward becoming an expert every single day. Malcolm Gladwell's book says it takes 10,000 hours of doing something to develop mastery. That's 5 years of full-time work. So don't feel like you need to come into this and be an expert right away. The goal is to just take action. So I hope this video was helpful. Don't forget to hit subscribe and leave a comment if you found it helpful. Also, it helps me create more content if you comment on what you would like to learn more about. No matter where you are in your real estate journey, you can schedule a free business evaluation call. My Calendly link is in the description. My Calendly link is in the description below. We will discuss your goals and why we will make sure that your passion aligns with your growth and your trajectory of where you want to be. So thank you so much for tuning in. I look forward to talking to you next time about how to pick a brokerage.